Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans of what we do around here. What we do around here is bring about a conversation of a psychological, mental health, emotional health paradigm. We try to do that as often as we can, usually several times per week. We do that for your listening pleasure, and we try to do that as often as we can. Not as often as I would like because my schedule is always chaotic. Anyway, if you're looking for coaching and trying to get to a place where you can make the better decisions for yourself, would love to be of assistance to you in that way through the remainder of 2021, which only has about a month left in it, and or into 2022. And so the couple ways you can reach out at PO Perception on Twitter and or in the About Me section of this YouTube page. Either one will lead you to the conversation or the link with my team or with me directly, and we can go in a direction of having a further conversation on how to help you in the most meaningful, masterful way possible. So, first things to look at is leadership in this Life Lessons 140 series. When you lead, you are helping to make the world a better place. And being a good leader means bringing the best out of others, but also having a clear, concise, and easily directed vision of what you're trying to accomplish. This means studying what other people are doing and also what they're not doing. The more you study human nature, the more you study human behavioral patterns, the more you can begin to understand what to do, what not to do, and the reasons behind why people do things. When you can make a positive link or a progressive link towards why people do what they do, you're then more likely to be able to understand why you do what you do and modify your behavior in a way that makes sense for you. Finish what you start. And if you're not going to finish it, give it over to someone else and also understand how to relate with the reasons why you didn't finish or follow through on the things that you promised you were going to do. The more things you start and don't finish, the more wasted energy, leftover energy, or less than reserve energy you have available to do things that are meaningful, and that can be problematic for a number of reasons. The next thing is understand your habits, positive and negative, and habits are strictly charged with energy. So, understanding how to know what your positive habits are, how they benefit you, what your negative habits are, how they negatively impact you is super important. Knowing that it is time to block your time appropriately. That is, do things on a regular schedule, but also clump them together, bring them together in a way where you're doing similar tasks close together. That way, you're not wasting nearly as much time as most people. If you answer all your emails at a certain time of day, if you take time to make phone calls at a certain time of day, if you work out at a certain time of day on a consistent basis, you will be able to get more out of your daily life. You'll be able to get more out of living. You'll be able to understand the value of what you're trying to accomplish at a completely different and elevated level than the average person. Put yourself on a deadline, not because the deadline is serious, but because having deadlines allows us to focus better. Obviously, on something that doesn't require strict compliance with the deadline, you can also, if it's a week out or 2 weeks out or a month out or whatever, you can create new deadlines for yourself. But at least having a deadline in general is beneficial because it leads you in the direction of being able to commit to something, follow it through, see yourself as someone who does that consistently and continually, and then begin to understand the value of doing exactly that. Next thing is manage your time well, and that means simply doing things with your time that are going to lead you in a direction of what you're trying to accomplish continually. So every second of every day is an opportunity to use your time well. There's 86,400 seconds every day. What you do with them determines how successful or non-successful you are. Understanding how to use your time efficiently, effectively, and progressively is important, and the better you do that, the more ahead of others you're going to be. A lot of people that are failing in life or falling short in life are individuals who do not have proper or progressive or positive time management skills. Understanding how to do that at a different level is super important for a number of reasons. And when we begin to understand how to do that better, we can then make better decisions long term in a way that makes sense for you and for others. So hopefully this is helpful. I encourage you, keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.